this Lissandra. Used to be an answer into the Ahri in the skirmish-heavy mid lane.
Good management from both these junglers of avoiding any vision pockets that could have been placed down as we see the polymorph down on Kazi. Hansama chipping away at him. Heal exchange for barrier, as Kazi does have to walk away. Fleshy did use his heal as well. Skewmon now looking towards the mid lane.
They have no idea.
Humanoid flash charm, Vault Breaker follow-up. Humanoid flashes away, the glacial path, he'll get out!
How does he live there? He gets out somehow with one
glacial path, but doesn't find it. And Linsus now with Humanoid. Might even go for a little bit more. Humanoid not showing. Flag and drag. Glacial path. Skewmon flashes. Linsus flash for the follow, but Broken Blade's coming across here. And now Linsus is not in the best of shapes. Gonna start burning to Broken Blade, who goes into the overheat. Flamespitter doing so much work. The baby's down! Skewmon will take one of the spots. Nucko has the Between Worlds, has that ultimate, as you say.
Doesn't
and will
need
get
it.
himself a creep score difference at 10.5. 10.5 at 40 minutes.
Ult on BB.
Fleshy's coming across, as you say. BB, no flash, no ult, and nowhere really to go. Fleshy puts down a Caretaker's Shrine, and Broken Blade, having overextended the kill, will go over to the bar.
Karsi will be the cross map here. Hansama and LeBron wastes no time to dive in.
LeBron does go down 1-for-1.
The other guy's spike and the other guy's sitting on components. You want to match him no matter where he goes.
Agreed.
So we'll just end up doing the trade here. They
lose his red buff to Skewmon, who's still looking down towards this bottom side. Sneaks around vision once again. Both the junglers have done this really effectively. And without Fleshy here right now, Kazi, there's the Vault Breaker. Cease and Desist will follow up on it into the Wild Grove, into the polymorph. Like, what's the man got to do? LeBron takes the kill, which G2, I mean, they'll be okay with. Would have preferred to give it to Hansama, but now Kazi falling so much deeper into this hole.
I mean, that's the result of what actions has just happened. Karsi just cannot play the game right now. The moment he has a little bit of breathing time, he wants to go put the ward to make himself even safer, and he just face checks a buy. As Nucko goes for something and Broken Blade flashes it, but Linsus is here.
Equalizer down to try and clear out the wave. Linsus, flag and drag, or just a straight cataclysm. They burn BB as they flash away from Linsus, gets him out of the tower range. Looking to see if anyone paths greedily down towards the bottom side, but no one does. Support available for Humanoid as well. They might just want to try and get that out as G2 on this drift held. 5,000 HP on it. Broken Blade looking for the equalizer. Humanoid going to TP in as G2 might need to step back now. Vault Breaker out from Skewmon. Between Worlds we go. Smite from Linsus secures the rift held. Humanoid looking to get on the backline. Ring of Frost going down as well with the equalizer. Broken Blade forced into Cataclysm. Humanoid in the middle of the entire enemy team though with the Frozen Tomb. A Tempered Fate is not going to buy you enough time, my dude. Humanoid will fall. But Vitality TP's in. Drake down at 3,000 right now. Humanoid looking for that flank position. Unspotted. G2 are unaware of the encroaching Lissandra. And Linsus lands the smite and G2 don't force. See bleed for himself. 600 gold in that mid lane as the fight for Vitality again pushed back a little bit. Skewmon caught out. Gonna put a snapshot underneath him as well. Nucko has a great flank looking for Hansama, and Broken Blade dives in. Skewmon already down. Humanoid flashing forward as well as they look for Hansama, who flashes out himself. Flag and drag still finds the mark. Magical Journey in from Fleshy. Has to flash away himself. Hansama begins to turn it around. Hansama begins to turn it around. Hansama, the penta stolen right under his nose by Broken Blade as Hansama stands and delivers.
Scumbag Broken Blade takes the pentakill from Hansama. You saw it looked so good when the combo connects and everyone takes the portal, but they go into the meat grinder. That is Broken Blade and Hansama. We talked about him all game. He's so strong, he's so fed, he's so well nurtured, and he just puts on a show. That's team fights.
Just incredible stuff. There was so much fate landing on two. They're going to TP behind it as Humanoid looks for the flank. This is a 4v5 in Vitality's favor. Glacial path forward, flash, Ring of Frost, polymorph immediately, flag and drag for the follow-up. Between Worlds goes now, Nucko into the grave. Go Hansama and Skewmon. Broken Blade too late on the tee.
From this Vitality comp, you need to mark them, you need to ward them and make sure no one is coming from a funky angle.
Maybe looking for the steal. Linsus just 2026 has really leveled up. Absolutely, generally. He was wide, in my eyes, mostly an engaged merchant.
This is scary, watch out.
As Fleshy steps forward, flashes out Magical Journey, won't take him anywhere.
Got there without dying.
Yeah,
so once again in danger here.
Q as well. Magical Journey out from Fleshy. There's the heal as well, but Hansama just melts him. Nucko trying to trade back in. Shield bell procs. Hansama
I'm getting deja vu.
Can't see Nucko as he went across the veil, and because of that, Hansama was able to walk out.
He just walked in, died, waited to respawn, walked up, walked into the same place and died again.
Yeah, but someone's got to do it, and apparently it's Fleshy's job. Because Fleshy's down though, G2 will be able to take the Baron. Humanoid and Linsus are pushing through the bot side to try and take a tier 2 to get some gold back. But now G2, I mean, they're really using the fact Hansama is so far ahead. There is a couple of components away from being true full build.
Looking for the GA right now, I think, in case he gets dove.
We'll walk away. Don't want to overextend. You talked about the safety that they have been playing with. They're all going to recall on this side of the wall. Humanoid goes in for Fleshy. There's the Skewmon goes in for Fleshy. There's the equalizer follow-up.
He's fine.
Being used. Fleshy able to survive. Skewmon wild growth on him as Kazi needs another auto. Finds it. Skewmon goes down. Between worlds goes Nako, they're chasing too deep. Humanoid look for it, dodges the charm out of Caps. And Caps is looking for this as G2 will be able to get the Baron Spirit Rush away from Caps towards that bottom side. He is flanking on Kazi and did chip away at his HP. Caps has used both those Spirit Rushes and pings towards the mid lane as well from G2. They're like, cool, if you want to go get the Dragon, we're just going to push mid with Baron buff.
When Vitality is hesitating, they're like, oh, do I have to go to the base? Oh, should rush Baron? Oh, but it seems like they're defending the base now. They're making a call to defend the base, and it's going to be G2 taking the Baron and engaging here on
Flag and drag onto LeBron and Hansama. Hansama still has the GA. Humanoid forced away. Equalizer coming down on him. Frozen Tomb used to dodge the Bolt Breaker, but the rest of his team not really here to help him out. Temper Fate on Skewmon. Is that enough? Skewmon dashes away between worlds, goes Nako and Kazi kills off the enemy jungler. Nako still chasing. Hansama able to walk away, and G2 will retreat with 4 still alive. Caps could look for a charm across the wall here. It will be Ocean Soul for Vitality if they can get it, and there's still 45 seconds on Skewmon.
But G2 went too fast. They dug too deep, too greedily. They didn't.
Summer does have that GA. Drake down to 6,000. Broken Blade trying to step forward. Now overheats. Humanoid going in with the rocket grab. Rocket belt as well. Hansama stepping forward. Huge shield on him. Drake secured. Ocean Soul. Nako going in. Cataclysm on the Broken Blade. Flag and drag knocks up all 4. Hansama flashes away and dashes away and somehow survives. Broken Blade taken low, will be taken out. The ace in the hole blocked by Caps. Vitality find a couple more.
Humanoid shows. Humanoid doesn't have TP.
He doesn't even have the teleport, as you say. And that's just Baron. Vitality unable to step forward. Humanoid had to go to bot to get towards those super minions, but G2 will get the Baron. 40 seconds now on the Elder. Vitality kind of gave up. Ocean Soul. Fleshy going to put some vision in the back of the pit, but the Dragon is out of vision. It's a 50-50, as you say. Elder down to 8,000. Caps looking for the flank. G2 walking towards the bottom side. Lince is going in. Flashy magical journey straight towards Caps, who's forced to Spirit Rush away. Lince is in the back of the pit. Flashes away from Skewmon. Tempered Fate to delay the Dragon right now. Nako with a stopwatch. Equalizer on the back line as well. Cataclysm in. Lince is looking forward. Between worlds we go. The smite from Skewmon finds his mark, but can G2 fight through it? They've already lost 2. Broken Blade, LeBron and Caps need to get the hell out of here, and will manage to do so. Vitality still on the chase. Lince's flag and drag smite on Caps for the slow. Flashy flashes, cosmic binding. Flashed away from Caps. The Elder in G2's hand, but Vitality still have 5 men alive.
And the game keeps on going, Medic. The game does not end just because Elder dies. It is Vitality that wins the fight, despite that Skewmon wins the 50. Skewmon going for a Sven flank here, potentially.
Flashy dodging away.
Hello.
Charm, they spot Skewmon. He tries to dash away. Will Vitality go further? Sees the assist immediately onto Nako. Temper Fate to try and stop him. TP coming in from Broken Blade as well. Between worlds goes Nako. Skewmon down first. The Ring of Frost from Humanoid! He's out of this world. A double now for Kazi. Hansama though. Still untouched on the back line. Kazi trying to step forward. Needs another auto though. Get him! Broken Blade falls 2! Say it once, say it twice. Humanoid wins the fight for Vitality.
It's a quadra kill for Kazi, and they're trying to push down, but look, Caps already got the wave. Medic, I do not think they can end this game. I think this game will keep on going. Look where their wave is. They're gonna try to push with this one, but maybe Caps can hold it. He doesn't have the Spirit Rush, but it's the Flashy going for Caps.
Blast Cone needs a Blast Cone. Gets
random ins.
Flashy's still chasing him. Flashy will get the ace. When Hansama had a 5k lead in the bot side, Vitality unrelenting, unwilling to give it up, will take down the final win, will take the Nexus Towers, and will go 1-0 up in this series. Silas, 2 big options, and it is going to be LeBlanc locked in for Caps relatively successfully. BB is going for the reset as Flashy's going for the engage onto Hansama. Has the cleanse, has the flash, but with Linces here, no way out. The spear lands. Well, 76 left on it. You can see LeBron actually moving out of the bottom lane to try and get a little bit of vision around the Dragon. Skewmon halfway to level 6. Hex flash over. We talked about the move from Fleshy.
Oh,
Broken
no,
Blade has the flash, but how is he going to get out? Nako about to go mega, nars him into the wall.
The gang, Skumon is now almost a full level ahead, but here we see Flash defending his Raptors.
Mega Inferno Bomb going down onto LeBron as well. Nako moving towards Caps, looking for the chase. Caps jumps back in with the distort and with the chains and then dashes away with another distort. Caps manages to escape. Nako using the jump onto the clone, building up the Mega Gnar bar, but with Broken Blade here to defend. G2 able to get their mid laner out of dodge after he gets the kill. Nako defended with a Shadowing Strike. And Vitality, although they collapse, weren't able to find anything. No cleanse available here for Hansama. Does land the arrow satchel forward from Kazi. Hans taken out. The Grand Starfall leads to Hansama's death. That's why
he has people behind him. Now he tries to walk up, but it's going to be Kazi in danger.
Oh, slight mistiming there from Lebrov on the encore means that Kazi did have a...
It's still Caps versus Vamp, Scepter, and Berserkers, and he's just playing so aggressive.
Flash forward from Flashies. He looks for the Magnet Storm. They'll get onto Lebrov, who flashes away. Mega Inferno Bomb's going to catch onto the Seraphine, and she goes bye-bye. Skumon, though, with the Crescent Guard and Lincers, not really able to get to the support of his team, means that he'll go down in a one-for-one exchange on the bot side. Caps went into Fog, and that's why Nako backed away. Arrow. Look at the arrow, look at the arrow, look at the arrow. Humanoid pings it. Okay, that's... yep.
I think it was aiming for Humanoid, actually.
Could have been aiming for Nako backing in the bush. Skumon's going to go in. Last breath again.
He's been staying here for so long, Aaron. I don't know why he's just staying around looking for death, but will end up going down. A good punish by G2, making sure no inch will go unpunished.
Flash forward, wind becomes lightning, and Lincers becomes... it's just... He just stayed around too long, man. He had the TP the whole time, dies, loses 3 plates on his tower as well, and all the pressure that he had, and all the sidesteps in the world can't really negate that. Broken Blade dodging away, Grand Starfall coming in from Lincers as well, puts the control wall down. BB looking for the outplay, stun from the shield bolt into the lockup, knock-up. There's the arrow from the Steel Tempest. A last breath could have been the last for Lincers as Caps jumps onto Humanoid again, waits for the minions to clear, then lands the chains. Fleshy has to wait for Caps to dash back before looking for a Shadowing Strike.
What's the deal with our top laners, man? Why can't they just play normal? Why did it... Oh my god!
Oh, just Caps things, baby. E2 could charge in. Caps going to reset, has the TP. Drake down to 1,000 as they manage to secure it. Lince is going to flash out of the back of the pit to avoid the oncoming Rift Herald, and TP down to the bot lane from Caps as they look to charge into this tier 1.
He drives. Wow, okay, so we'll actually be the Dragon tank for Vitality, denying that soul point for G2. And Caps couldn't really find it in that fight. He got a little bit too chunked early in that sequence, so...
Does he make the Apex? Right? He does.
Is he gonna hit it? Mats Verstappen.
Battery fully charged.
Wow, fantastic.
Battery fully charged. Problem is he's gonna get overtaken onto Caps. Dodging away as G2 will start up the Drake. Magnet Storm in, Caps gonna distort away. There's the encore as well, and look, man, I'm sorry, you went a little bit too deep there. He's trying to find a
too
play.
Shallow. It wasn't really, didn't really get in there at all, to be fair.
For quite a while, does have the health shield. Baron spotted out with a far side alteration. Vitality trying to step forward. Chains coming out. Humanoid knows that Caps is in that bush. Baron still being done. 4,000 on it as Nako begins to build up the Mega Gnar bar. Grand Starfall in. They look for BB. Fleshy goes in with the Magnet Storm, but doesn't really catch on to anyone. Lince is being kept at bay by Skumon, who lands the smite and secures the Baron. Lince is taken down by Skumon. Ember's dividing by Humanoid, but G2 are still so healthy. It's all on Kazi and Nako, who finally has the Mega Gnar built up. Needs a way to build up that bar again, but he'll be out of rage for a while. As Caps jumps onto Kazi, satchel charge from Kazi, well placed. Caps goes back in, lands the chains. Caps going deep, almost kills Kazi, but doesn't do it. Caps is down, the Drake down to 3,000 as well. Lince is nowhere near in the area to secure this. Caps sacrifices himself for a in mid as well as Nako looks for something here, but Caps is going to keep him at bay. Nako, the only player in the game higher level than Caps right now at 18. G2 have pulled off, the arrow lands, there's the encore follow-up, Fleshy pulled back, the Sun Disc down as well as Lincers falls low and is taken out by Caps. The Vitality jungler now down, Nako looking for the Mega Gnar. Fleshy could go in with a Flash Magnet Storm as well, but G2 not really giving them the option to engage.
I mean, they still have the wombo combo, but they kind of need to find it now because the Mega Gnar is going to run out. So GT is going to start this Baron and dare them to walk in, walk through all of the Caps' one shot.
Nako doesn't know if there's someone waiting on the other side of that wall. And it's Caps again, the dash across from Nako. But pop goes the Gnar. Humanoid tries to get in, but Caps dodges away the encore. Humanoid pops the stopwatch, but pops immediately afterwards. G2 don't even need the Elder to finish this one off.
And then G2 look angry after game one. They're like, okay, we should have won that game. Now we're gonna finish it out cleanly. We're gonna play in their vision pockets and just attack them before they get a chance to contest the objective. Yasuo is in the base, Ash Seraphine is in the base, pushing towards those Nexus towers. Pantheon, you can try to ult out, but you're only gonna come home to a broken Nexus, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Gorje has to try and defend, has that Mega Inferno Bomb, but with bound up minions and a Wind Wall in his way, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow finds Gorje, and G2 will even out the series at 1-1. An impressive performance from their main man in the mid lane, Caps, carrying the team once again as G2 step up and take us to 1-1.
Right? It's all about getting to objective first, planting the Scion in the choke.
He's mystic shotting a couple of minions here or there, and that's about it.
I mean, Ezreal is basically strong to push if he can threaten the all-in, but if he cannot get the all-in here, as
good damage,
a really good trade.
Broken Blade
here.
Needs a couple more autos. Is he holding the flash? Flash forward from Nagnako, flash away
dash
from
stab.
BB, dash stab! Nagnako with a solo bolo.
And what did Odo say? Who's winning this matchup early game? I think Odo pretty much said that Sion is winning into Aatrox. Well, that's clear to show. But when Broken Blade walks up there and then misses the Q.
Oh, Nagnako gets some damage on the Broken Blade, needs another tower shot, not gonna get it. Skuma with the undertow will find the kill.
And we found out.
Yeah. Happen. So he makes sure the control ward goes down to protect. You thought they were going to go for more there, didn't you? As the Scatter of the Week's going to land on the Cavs. Unleash power! Humanoid finds it, takes the nap afterwards. Sweet dreams for Humanoid.
That is done after game 2 where he got humbled by the LeBlanc, and here Linsa's rolling up with a big binder. Doesn't find it.
His massive binder just coming in. Gonna get hit you with all of these. Nagnako is about to realize he's in a 1v2. Flashes away from the Sleepy Trouble bubble. Now needs to get out from the paddle stars as well. Skewmon getting caught out. Good bubble, but he goes in with the Ragnarok and trades back onto Linsus. The Protoplasm Harness alongside that maximum dosage, healing Linsus up enough. Meanwhile, on the top side, Nagnako was able to escape. Lebrov dies to Humanoid. The torch enough to burn through the Milio.
Wow. Look how tanky the Mundo was there. Yep. With the Protoplasm Harness, the W and the ult, he just walked.
Main Smash going to get the knockup as well. This is Broken Blade just looking for a 1v1 kill. Shouldn't be able to get it.
That's a 4-mil Scion as well.
Yeah. Of course, why could he not do that? As we see a Mundo and an Olaf trading as well. Ragnarok coming out as Fleshy looks for the bubble. Can't quite get it because of the Ragnarok. Flash forward as well from Skewman as he looks for those auto attacks. Tidal Wave out. Linsus surviving again with...
Done fully, but Humanoid rotated mid fully. And you know, Caps and Beaver just pushing these side lanes. Like, okay, they'll probably get this dragon, so they in the end they get what they wanted, but... 3 items before he really starts punishing the Scion side, because
Lebrov has to flash away. Tidal Wave coming out as well as Hans Summit dashes forward with the culling. He does take a binder. Caps are beginning to collapse. Linus trying to dodge away from the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. And it's eaten up by Trouble Bubble. Goes just short of hitting Gorje. The Drake down to 6,000. Broken Blade pulled back. Q3 from Nagnako doesn't find its mark. G2 just waiting in the fog of war, jumping onto Linsus again. Sleepy Trouble Bubble not hitting.
Humanoid
coming across. Humanoid there with the Scatter of the Week. Drag back. Broken Blade has to flash away. Tidal Wave used as well as Caps tries to jump in. Sleepy Trouble Bubble not hitting anyone. Drake secured for Vitality.
They're kind of
point now for them as Humanoid looks for the knockback, but Unstoppable Onslaught out from BB gets him to safety. But what about the rest of G2?
Where are they going to run?
Beginning to step forward. Ragnarok coming out as Skewmon tries to turn the table. Sleepy Trouble Bubble was going to land on Humanoid and forces him to back away. Nagnako with the World Ender is going to time out, and in the end, G2 able to extricate all 5. Counterintuitive in this regard. You played on CLG.
You can make that argument. You can make that argument, yeah. Truly counter logic.
Linsus here. Dodging to the side of the undertow, coming out of Skewmon. Good damage onto Lebrov. There's the culling as well with an Acroprism onto Broken Blade. He's down to about a 3rd HP. Skewmon now having to retreat. Sleepy Trouble Bob was going to land onto the Mundo. Nagnako trying to get in the way. Ragnarok forward by Skewmon, but he's just down, and now the chase continues. Broken Blade's on the back line, and the rest of G2 don't have the tank in front of them. Hans Summit uses the barrier. TP coming in. This is Ocean Soul with no jungler for G2. Vitality looking to clean it up.
I mean, they were not tanking at all. Skewman runs in there, just gets one shot by all of Vitality, and now Caps may be in trouble.
He has to flash away. Gorje's not going to chase any further. Doesn't need. He has to flash away. Gorje's not going to chase any further. Doesn't need to. There's a Baron and a Soul for Vitality. Caps taken out by the True Shot barrage. Gorje finds his man.
Say what you want about Karsi, but when he gets Ezreal, he always delivers. It's a fantastic pick coming out that might just be the Baron, or it might just be something mid there. Look at Nagnako is going up.
Hunt still has the flash, and Nagnako! Flash, Darkin Blade follows it up on LeBron. He'll keep chasing and then decide against.
Gorje just all over the place right now as they're pushing in inhibitors here. Like, look at the damage, look at the poke, look at the range. It's the Syndra and Ezreal combo. Wherever they walk up, they just outrange all of G2. The Lucian cannot dash in against this champion. BB TP is on the tower just to get the shield for a semblance of being able to hold their base right now, but Nagnako and Vitality are pushing on their door.
Nagnako is 5 levels up above Hansama. Has to retreat for now as the first tower does fall. Kazi and Humo is still very healthy as well. Hansama dodging to the side of the Infernal Chains, but all he's doing is putting a tickle into the back of Nagnako. Broken Blade now on the front line. G2 have 5 members strong, but they just can't defend. The Nexus is open and the minions are doing all the work. It's a barrage of cannon minions, and the artillery will take out the Nexus. Vitality 2-1.
And Linsa's